volunteer work? Model answer. Yes, I've volunteered in a few different roles, but nothing as demanding as being a lifeboat volunteer. I think volunteering is a great way to give back to the community and develop new skills. It's incredibly rewarding to know that your efforts can make a real difference in people's lives. 2. What qualities do you think are important for a volunteer role? I think dedication and a willingness to learn are crucial. For example, lifeboat volunteers need to have technical competence and confidence to handle extreme situations. Good communication skills and teamwork are also important, as working in a team, especially in emergency situations, requires trust and cooperation. Question 3. Do you prefer working in a team or alone when volunteering? Model answer. I prefer working in a team because it provides support and encouragement. In roles like lifeboat rescue, teamwork is essential since every member plays a vital role, whether it's handling ropes, providing first aid, or ensuring equipment is in working order. The sense of camaraderie in such environments can make the experience even more fulfilling. Part 2. Long term. Question. Describe a volunteering experience you have had or would like to have. You should say what the volunteering experience was, where it took place, what tasks were involved, and explain why it was rewarding. Model answer. I'd like to talk about my aspiration to become a lifeboat volunteer, inspired by a story I heard about someone who joined the Lifeboat Institution in North Sea. This individual used to work as a website designer, but decided to move to the coast and pursue his interest in boats. The Lifeboat Institution is one of the largest in the country, relying on public donations rather than government funding. Volunteers there have to undergo rigorous training, including health assessments and courses in first aid, rope work, and casualty care. They need to respond to emergencies within minutes, which requires incredible commitment. What I find rewarding about this role is not just saving lives, but also educating people about safety at sea. Volunteers engage with youth groups and sailing clubs to teach them about the risks involved and how to stay safe. I believe being part of such a team, especially during extreme weather conditions, would be both challenging and fulfilling. The teamwork and strong sense of responsibility make this role something I'd love to experience. Part 3. Discussion questions. Question 1. What motivates people to volunteer for challenging roles like lifeboat rescue? Model answer. Many people are driven by a desire to help others and make a difference. Lifeboat volunteers, for example, are motivated by the opportunity to save lives and contribute to their local community. The work is hugely motivating, especially in colder months when incidents tend to be more serious, and the impact they can have is more significant. 2. What challenges do volunteers face in high-risk roles? Model answer. Volunteers face numerous challenges, such as physical and mental stress. In lifeboat rescue work, they must respond to emergencies quickly, often in extreme weather conditions. Training helps them develop confidence and technical skills, but dealing with unpredictable situations can still be tough. Another challenge is balancing volunteering with their personal and professional lives. 3. How important is training for volunteer roles that involve emergencies? Model answer. Training is absolutely essential for emergency volunteer roles. Volunteers need to develop technical competence and safe handling techniques to respond effectively in high-pressure situations. For example, in the lifeboat service, they train with specialists in wave tanks to simulate extreme conditions and practice dealing with overturned boats. Without proper training, volunteers wouldn't be able to handle emergencies efficiently and safely. 4. Do you think volunteer organizations should receive government funding? Model answer. Yes, I believe volunteer organizations should receive some government support. Although public donations are crucial, government funding could ensure that essential equipment and training resources are always available. For instance, the North Sea Lifeboat Institution was built using donations, but additional government funding could help with maintenance and improvements. 5. How can communities support volunteer organizations? Communities can support volunteer organizations by participating in fundraising activities and spreading awareness about their work. Volunteers who organize events to raise money play an essential role in sustaining operations. Furthermore, people can offer their time, even if they are not directly involved in emergency roles, by helping with administrative tasks or community outreach.